Paul, will Bitcoin price crash like the stock market?
The facts of the matter are this. In the last 6 months, Bitcoin is down 40%.
Yep.
And the stock market is down along with it. Now, some people might be confused by that. I sometimes get confused by it too, because Bitcoin was often looked as a hedge against the stock market, a totally different asset class. This past weekend, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger had their big event in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of people asked them about Bitcoin.
They are brutal.
Oh, they're brutal. And I saw a good comment from somebody. Somebody said, Warren Buffett said, I don't believe in Bitcoin because it doesn't make anything. It doesn't make any money. Well, somebody said, well, the US dollar doesn't make any money, which I kind of said, okay, I understand that concept. That makes sense. With Bitcoin, a lot of people are pro Bitcoin. Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban, Tom Brady. A lot of celebrities are very big into Bitcoin. And a lot of traders are into Bitcoin. Like a lot of Wall Street traders, the ones with hedge funds when they're trading it up and down. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, they missed out on Apple for the last 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
So some people would argue, as Jim Cramer said recently, like, hey, listen, Buffett, Munger, you guys missed Apple for 20 years. Why should we listen to you on Bitcoin? Very valid point, right? Do they see the future of it? They've always been a little apprehensive about technology. Their argument is, if we don't understand how it's going to be up or down in the next 10 years, then we avoid it. Warren Buffett's actual quote was, if you want to sell all the Bitcoin in the world to me for $25, I would say no.
Yeah, and I didn't know if that quote was because he would then own it all and have nothing to do with it, or all of it isn't worth $25.
That's what he meant.
That's what he meant?
He meant it has no, to him. And remember, we did an interview with Monish Pabrai, one of Munger and Buffett's friends, and he thinks the $2 trillion crypto market is going to, when we asked him, where do you think it's going? He went like this.
Yeah, zero.
He said it's going to zero.
It was
But this is a guy who also believes that Tesla might not be vastly overpriced.
Yeah, it was astonishing to hear Warren say a different take, in that it's only ever made anybody money by one person handing it to another person. I never thought about it like that. But yeah, when it doesn't produce something like a home or a dividend, like a stock, it's murky waters moving forward.
It can be. Now, the idea behind Bitcoin is a separate digital currency that's not going to be regulated by the government. You can do your own thing with it. You don't have to sit there and worry. And people can buy things with crypto. Somebody else recently posted a house for sale in LA or something like that and said, hey, for 6.5 million crypto or Ethereum or whatever it is, you can have this house. So people are starting to use it to make money on things. I don't have any transactions that I've done with crypto. Have you made any transactions with crypto?
No, just handed it to Ponzi schemes and they took it from me.
Well, so that gets us into our next question, right? And the next question would be like, well, what do we think of crypto? I believe in valuing cash flow. Now, this is the reason why I don't buy currencies in general. Just any US dollar, things like that, I don't understand how they go up and down. There's too many macroeconomic issues that go on with it. Like, I don't understand that, but I can understand money coming in and out of a business and how they generate that. That makes the most sense to me. Does that mean I'm right? No. You have to look into what makes sense to you. If you're looking at crypto and you understand how it makes money, by all means, you should do it. That if you understand how it's going to make or lose money, then please get involved with it. What Buffett's point is if you hold crypto for the rest of the time, how are you going to make money on it besides selling it to somebody else?
I see. Yeah, you're right. Well, we hope it goes up and some dummy buys it from me for more.
Well, what's the difference between that and gold?
You tell me. You're holding a bunch of gold miners.
Yeah, I do the gold miners because they generate cash flow. And gold has been used has many uses apart from just being a nice little shiny thing.
You're right.
So but crypto, some would say, oh, it's a technology. Well, there's over 10,000 cryptos out there. Which technology is better? Which one's not? To me, that's just saying the technology is very interesting, right? So again, I look at it saying it's no different to me than a car in a business, the technology. Every car company has a different engine. They build it a different way. It's all the same engine though. We don't sit there and say that this company's engine is 1,000 times better than this company's engine. They're all about the same. Now, are there better quality? Of course there are. I have a Land Rover. It spends 80% of its time in the shop, right? Because the engine's not as good as the engine in a Honda like you have, Seth.
Yeah, workout tapes like Fonda.
What was that?
Workout tapes like Fonda.
Yes, exactly. So when it comes to crypto, the reason why I'm apprehensive about it is first off, I see celebrities talking about how they wish they didn't. I see 18-year-old caddies at a local country club talking about it. I see all the newbies talking about it. That always concerns me.
Jim Cramer says he disagrees with Munger and Buffett. He says they're out of touch. They're too old school. Do you believe in that?
I don't believe Jim Cramer is a value investor or an investor in general. He's a day trader. He made his money from day trading. He doesn't understand valuations. He understands how to look at price charts and make money, which, by the way, you can and should do with Bitcoin.
Yeah, absolutely. We trade it in our Bitness Nation.
In our Bitness Nation, we don't care what's behind the asset. What we care about is what are the price movements of the assets? Because the price movements will tell us where things are going. At certain points, we make trades based on it. I couldn't care less what the fundamentals are. That's my personal opinion. Now, with that said, I look at it saying, can I be wrong? Absolutely, I could be wrong. Absolutely. But again, I look at it and saying, okay, let me go in the future. Why is this crypto better than this other crypto? The reason I'm concerned is all it takes is the US government going, wait a second, this currency is competing with us? Yeah, banned. And for those who don't believe that,
China did it.
Not only that, what did we do for the last 2 years? We were banned from walking around without masks on. You think that's easier to do than a crypto ban?
Oh, I see.
Oh my God, that's so much harder to enforce than a crypto ban.
So over the next 10 years, much like some of the companies you believe in, will Bitcoin be greater in price?
I believe I believe all cryptocurrency will be gone in the next 10 years. As crazy as that sounds, go look at the other things that were said in history. It will be gone.